Well, for those that don't know, I always film my intros after I film the video because I tend to ramble on about things. And this is the second big take of today's video because I have a beautiful double sovereign that actually looked at first take to be completely awful quality control from the mint. But I've broken it out of the blister pack that it came in. Some of you might shout at me for doing that, but it was well worthwhile. It's a beautiful coin. So we're going to have a look at that and also talk about all of this beautiful silver on the table and how it is just manic out there in the world of buying and selling. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another precious metal ramble. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a warm welcome to another precious metal ramble. Now today we're going to talk about some of the beautiful bits of gold and silver out here on the table and why I am now buying gold again. Also, the silver I'm not buying, but I am selling on behalf of other people. Finally, we've had more silver come in, and if you've seen some of my posts here on YouTube or part of the newsletter, you'll know that it went so quickly. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And also, I want to ask your opinion on the audio of today's video. I'll just start with that very quickly and get it out the way. We're in a new workshop, new table in the background, as you can see. Maybe you saw Friday's video, which was a little bit more echoey than today. I've made some changes. I've put some acoustic paneling up and various other changes within the room, which I won't bore you with, but I'd love to know your feedback on whether or not the audio is good for you. Is it less echoey? Is it echoey still to a point that you don't like it? Really interested to know your feedback. Want to get this right and make sure we have a pretty good setup for all you fine, beautiful magpies that love our shiny, precious metal rambles. So I want to start first with the double sovereign. So this came out last week and we commented on that when I found out about it. I think it was on Tuesday, and then Thursday was release day. I have now actually bought quite a bit of gold on this range, including this double sovereign, which came directly from the Royal Mint. Now, this is one of these most iconic coins. I love the double sovereigns. I love them in the blister packs. However, when it arrived, and I actually filmed a whole other video on this and then started moaning, and it was a huge rant about quality mint, I wish they were quality mint, raw mint quality control, because you can see here some marks on the side of the coin there, and it actually turns out that that's part of the blister pack. It's inside the blister pack. But to find that out, it was really ugly. To find that out, I've had to open the blister pack, and now that has brought out all these void signs. So it's kind of like, well, there's no point in keeping it in the blister pack now if I ever wanted to look to sell it. So I wanted to demonstrate for those of you who are, where's my knife gone? I had a little knife here earlier. Oh dear, I've lost it. Never mind. Right, we'll try a different way. But I wanted to demonstrate to you all that if you do get one of these and they do look like they're damaged, don't necessarily do what I did and just open it, because you won't have a very good chance of sending it back to the Royal Mint if you've opened it. Unless you're like me and you open it on camera, you know, sort of showing it, and you've got a real good recourse to send it back. They probably will still throw funny business if I send it back. But the good news is that the coin is fine, even though the blister pack is not fine. Now, I was talking just a second ago about how I am buying gold again. I'm buying these types of gold coins. These coronation sovereigns are really good for me to buy, and also the coins within the 1 ounce range as well, the limited edition Britannias and the limited edition ciphered coins too. So I will be getting more of these, so I'm not too worried about the fact that I've just essentially destroyed the value of the blister pack. But quite frankly, the blister pack does not add any massive financial value to the coin. It's just a nice presentation unit. We're going to put this in this capsule now. I will actually get a better fitting capsule. Oh, now the capsule's stuck to the blister pack. There we go. I will be getting a better capsule for this coin that actually fits it properly in due course. Now I'm kind of handling it really carefully like it's a proof coin. Whilst this is a bullion coin, I'm not too concerned about that sort of side of things in terms of the quality. In fact, I've just realized I want to keep the capsule lid off to show the coin to you all outside of the capsule. So it's a day today, you know, it's a Sunday, it's a beautiful day, and been quite busy selling all the silver in the background, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So here's the sovereign, here's the double sovereign. It does look good. Little tiny speck of dust there on that side, but that's nothing I'm too worried about. Otherwise, it's a stunner. Really happy with this, and it's of course the coronation version. So I will be getting more of these in. I've opted to buy some of the singles as well as getting the cipher coin and the 1 ounce gold regular Britannia with the limited mintages. I really was looking to buy more gold anyway, I'm a gold bug. For those that don't know, I have a problem. I like to buy gold, and prices have come down just so much of late that it does make sense to me to buy gold, which is another reason why I finally decided to bite the bullet. And this one I am going to handle barehanded because it's a beautiful coin that just deserves to be held. This is a coin that's been on my bucket list for a very long time. This is 100 soles, or 100 soles oro, and you have to excuse my pronunciation there. Peruvian coin. I will do another video on this in its full entirety, in its, give it its due, because it's stunning. It's about 1.35 ounces worth of gold. This comes in really decently high premiums, and it retains premiums really well. And I'll tell you a little bit about the story of buying it. I bought it from America to the UK, and I'm having a bit of a battle with UPS about the customs duty. We'll talk all about that in its own right in a separate video, but it's a stunner, and I'm so happy that I finally got one. And of course, with the reduction in gold price of late, it's damn sight cheaper than it was a few months ago. So brilliant. Now, talking of prices that have come down, we'll move on to the silver now. Silver prices, of course, have now sort of somewhat leveled out in that they've come down. Of course, we've seen them come down over the last few weeks, but they now have at least sort of settled to a point. And I had noticed definitely a sort of reduction in the number of inquiries that I was getting as a seller. So for those that perhaps don't know, the silver on the table, it's not mine. I wish I had this much silver to just have all the time, but I have this selling service by which I take other people's silver and I will sell it for them. Because selling silver, if you didn't know, is actually a little bit more complex than you might think. Doing all of the laborious work of selling. This gentleman has had nearly 365 ounces so far sold through our selling service at really competitive prices. We've been selling it for £23.50 an ounce. Postage does go on top of that, but that's simply because I'm not going to give away free postage to everybody, and you have to pay for postage. So, we are selling at really good prices. And certainly when you compare to dealers right now, who, quite honestly, the cheapest silver that you can buy from dealers, unless they're selling on the margin scheme, there will be a few like that. But most of the time, it's like £28, £29 an ounce right now. It's really difficult to get hold of from a dealer. So we offer a great solution for people to be able to sell at better prices, and of course for buyers to buy at better prices. And that has gone exceptionally well this week, as I thought it would. We've got a really big following of buyers right now, and I know there's a few people within that buyers club that keep posting going, I've missed out again. Have you got where is the stock? It's half an hour after you've sent an email and everything's sold. Well, it's because it goes really quickly right now. The buying market for silver is mental. You can put thousands of ounces up. If I got a monster box, they'd go within the hour as well. So it is tough right now as a buyer to find those deals, and we do offer those great deals out, I like to think, but they go so quickly. And that works in my favor in many ways, because I, as a sort of intermediary seller, I am taking on a burden of risk here when I take other people's silver into my custody to sell for them. I want it to go quick. I want to just sell it, move it out, get it out, and it's gone. No more liability for me. And that's what we do, and it's working really well. So if you're interested in signing up to our newsletter as a buyer, then please do. I don't have a form on my website. That's another thing. I'll address that reason why now. Last time I had a contact form on my website, I got absolutely spam botted attacked. I got literally thousands of emails from bots, basically, just signing you up for whatever crap's out there in the internet. And let me tell you, the internet is full of crap. Not just like random crap, but like adult content crap as well. So I definitely didn't want that coming into my email box like it was like literally every 5 minutes I get an email from some spam robo-bot. So I don't have forms on my website. Maybe there's a way of stopping that. I don't know. I'm not technologically advanced enough to do that. So instead, we just say email me, byb@backyardbullion.com. All of that's down in the description box below. I'll manually add you to an Excel spreadsheet that I've got, which I then use to send emails out to everybody. So easy, done. If you're looking to sell and you want to get a better price than perhaps a dealer would offer you, then please get in touch as well. And we can give you a good, realistic price points for where things are going to be. And then it's up to you if you want to sell. Like this gentleman that sold all of these beautiful silver coins, it was so quick. And I like to think we're now offering a service that rivals those of dealers. I can literally turn around hundreds of ounces worth of silver within the same day it arrives if I got the time and it's on that particular day that's good for me. If not, it's certainly within 24 hours. So happy days, I think, for that service, and long may it continue, I say. We're now at like £420,000 worth sold, so we're marching on to that £1 million, or at least that £500,000 worth in the next couple of weeks and months, I would think. So yeah, there we go. That's my precious metal ramble. Last little shout out for feedback in the last part of the video. For anybody who has watched all this way, perhaps it's not as bad an echoey as you had experienced last time. I do want to honestly say that I'm committed to trying to make this new space that I'm in as great as possible for all of you to enjoy as well. It is a huge change, and nobody likes change, and I know that there's some people out there who are sad that we've moved and the new setup is like less perfect in terms of sound, less perfect in terms of light. I think the lighting's pretty good right now, and you know, the background, the table change and all of that, but it's good. I love this new space that I'm in, and I can't wait to work in it constantly. You know, we have been in a tiny little house for so long, working in the kitchen and dining room, and bless her, Mrs. Backyard Bullion is, well, we get on each other's toes quite a lot when we're working, and it's certainly my kind of work where I need a lot of space and I make a lot of mess, and now I've got my own space to do that. It's really exciting. So I'm committed to making some changes to make this room better. It's a high ceilinged room. We've got some acoustic paneling on the wall. We've got some windows right in front of us. The windows are open, so hopefully the sound doesn't bounce off them, and there'll be more acoustic paneling going up over time. So it'd be great to hear what you guys think about the acoustics right now. I think they're massively improved from the video on Friday, and if you haven't seen that, go and have a listen to that, and then comment here on what you feel the improvement or no improvement might be. I still think there's definitely an improvement, but yeah, that's where we are, and I'd like to say thank you to my ramblers for listening to this point. If you are still listening, you're in the Super Cool Kids Club, and I really appreciate your viewership. That's it from me. We'll see you on the next one. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.